It's Week 14 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Drake London, whose utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Falcons and the Bucs. Next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers for Evans in last week's ball game. 3 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run for the first time here with Rachaad White. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. Leading them out, a fan-favorite underdog, undrafted out of Old Dominion in 2015, Taylor Heineke.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. He's got it to the 43 here. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 17 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Heineke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Heineke. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. He'll buy some time right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Throwing, Heineke sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here and move it forward.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
On second down, they'll run with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Of course the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 3rd down, Heineke. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A couple of nice plays right in a row, and it's a Falcon first down yet again. These two teams all tied after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Heineke to throw it. And caught by London. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. The Falcons at 11-1 now on the year. And they've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
3rd catch for him on his drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On play action, Heineke. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Heineke. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Looking to throw, Heineke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Heineke. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Patterson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. option to hand that football off, I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Fields buying time to his left. Still on his feet. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. That's out wide for Palmer. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Falcons now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. He'll get this down to the 38. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke being chased out left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. And he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Coup now for the point after. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So the drive there took 6 plays. And he was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A final shot before the break. Fields. A quick pass here to Godwin. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. The rookie #1 overall pick, Bryce Young, with a touchdown pass there. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And that one is at halftime, as they've got the lead over the visiting Detroit Lions. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Josh Downs, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. It was a strong first half for the veteran quarterback, Taylor Heineke. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Robinson with another carry. We'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Heineke from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll start the drive with a give to White. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Fields trying to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Heineke going to lead the Falcons up now 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. Fights through and now a crease to about the 33-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now Heineke rolling to his right. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. To throw is Heineke. He'll buy some time right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Heineke now sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, we know
though someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all total. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's Fields. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Come on, baby, we gotta do our job. We gotta do our job.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
On first down, it's Fields. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. To Evans on the slant. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Here's Fields. And this one is incomplete.
give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll go up the middle with White. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now it's Patterson. And able to get this out to the 25. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know what, this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Again, it's Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's a second down and 6. Throwing, Heineke. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here comes third and the length of the football. Heineke. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Heineke. Over the middle, caught by London. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a second down throw for Heineke. Throws right back to London, complete again. And they're going to speed things up here. A first down throw for Heineke. Oh, no, he lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Looking to throw, Heineke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Heineke to throw it. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Fields. That's again complete to Palmer. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a first down throw, Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Miller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what galloped this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Back to throw, Fields. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
All eyes on Fields. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here as he's taken down. Arnold Ebiketie just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
So for Atlanta, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.